7 years for one sweet to come out their bloodstream.
I'm working with great artists.
Bogle have done so much before you.
Chavas really is a pioneer.
Nobody never beat me on the beach yet.
If you go home and they don't want to smoke like one.
42 dates, brother.
I know you did have a corrupt conversation.
I'm gonna work with that.
I'll be in my bed sleeping. I don't
You know, you have people that don't go out and listen to me.
I said I'm sure one day.
Rifle walk.
niggas is
Rifle walk. Gunman scam. Gunman scam. Shoot up. Gunman scam. Yeah, alright. Stir fry. Stir.
Niggas is about to stir.
Spin the block. People don't know it go. They are getting go all a vibe. See? And you don't know it go. Dancehall at sea too. Hot up in the studio. Lit right now. Lit. Yeah, as you can see, we have a bad producer in the place right now, and we are never going to hold a reason. So, we have a producer going to hold a reason right now, because
The producer, the DJ, he used to be an artist too, you know.
oh, for real, that's what thing.
Yeah, man.
Damn, son.
Songwriter.
Why got soup over here?
Songwriter. We got
soup over
Fort
here, son?
Lord, Brooklyn. We got a lot of places here with one person, you know.
Hey, y'all know it go. People, the girl boss himself, Junior
Yo.
Taxi.
Girl
Bad
boss.
Junior Taxi, what you doing?
There, man.
Junior.
I don't know how I'm reaching at the hot seat, but me there.
All things happen for a reason, my brother. All things happen for a reason.
Taxi, you there, you know. And
Yeah.
when you see you forward, I say, yo, I forget Taxi an interview.
Alright, but there, man, bro. I don't know.
Tonight, because it's so crazy where, to me, I don't know, them probably go say, me know, yeah, I'm a bad man, but producing, I think he's one of the #1 producer in South Florida, hands down, bro.
Oh,
the
thank
works
you,
that
son.
you put
Thank
in
you.
is crazy. You understand? But before we even get there, make the people them know who is Junior Taxi.
I'm just a regular Brooklyn youth, bro. Like, I can't explain. My father's from Jamaica, my mother's from Panama. I'm a Brooklyn youth who just love dancehall, and I'm here.
How many years in music now?
Oh shit, my whole life. Cause my father was an artist, and I just been in the studio. That's how I even started listen to even reggae music.
Your
Period.
father was
like,
an artist.
Yeah, he was.
What's your father name?
Danny Taxi. That's where I get the Junior Taxi from.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He was an artist from Jamaica or up here?
I guess he started in Jamaica, but by the time he reached here, he was doing this thing here, and him and my uncle and Shinehead and some other artists. Him and actually him and Shaggy them when Shaggy was in the Navy, him and Shaggy them did that work at the time, and then
So you
you
been
know,
in
Shaggy
music?
boss, Old Carolina, Techway, and
Man.
he left everybody alone. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Did
for
his
real?
thing. Yeah.
See, that was there when Shaggy find.
When they were voice Old Carolina and other local song before them was Raven, all of them was like
See,
one
that was
little
part of
New
the camp.
York
Look
crew,
at
look at
the
New
camp.
York crew,
Little
yeah.
squaddy, yeah.
Look at New York crew, all of them did I run up and down. I try boss them, then I work run at Dan One Studio and some other studios from back in the day. Like anybody know New York, they know Dan One Studio. If you're a selector and you've been playing music, you know that's where all the dubs them. If you get any dub, any artist, Dan One Studio, and that's where they was at. You know.
So New York you born?
New York me born, yeah. New York me born.
A
Brooklyn.
lot of people.
Call you up your block. What's your block? Talking
I'm from
crazy.
Canarsie. I'm from Canarsie. I'm from 103rd Flatlands.
Oh,
You
for
know,
real?
Yeah, I'm from the
Okay.
private house.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the private house. We're good around there. We're good around there.
Okay.
Good
So
around
Brooklyn you represent then?
All day,
Brooklyn.
all day,
See,
every
see
day.
there.
But I represent Brooklyn. I represent everywhere still. I represent Camden Day, so I've been here from 97, 98 basically.
You moved from Brooklyn?
From Brooklyn, I came here from 97, 98, went back, came here, go Orlando, go Atlanta, back here. But Yassa are the real ground for me. I ain't even gonna lie. Like
So
Brooklyn
what-
is the home, but Yassa are the ground. Like Brooklyn is like it's everything in me, but Yassa are really like where
What age you fall in love with music?
shit from a barn. From the minute me hear music, I love music. I love music, but I didn't know nothing about it till like when I started going to the studio with my father. It was probably about I'm gonna say like when I officially knew what was going on in my brain.
Yeah.
It was probably like 12. I originally knew like, oh, this is that, and I seen like mixing boards and shit, and that's how I actually fell in love with anything to do with music. Was when I went in there, And them used to Vice. But them time you had the big board. They had the
Big boy.
About the 24
track,
36
reel to reel. They had reel to reel. They didn't have no computers like GPS said. They had reel to reel. Yeah, you have the 2-inch, a half-inch tape, and then when they run the rhythm now, when you want to mix it, it's not like now, like the computer you just delete a part or you move a part. Now you have to the whole rhythm is playing one time and you just mute the track. And you unmute the track and you have the echo part of it. And I used to when I used to just let the rhythm run. So all the things that make a difference. And it was different back then. So when I used to do it now, and I used to just mix it, though, they used to say, yo, you're bad for the little mix. I used to just mix it. I would learn, say, all right, that button, they make the echo. That button, they mute that sound there. You drop in that sound there. So I just used to just drop the sounds. And they used to like it. And they took a couple of my mixes, actually, like, they did a couple of them, and they was like, yeah, man, go on, mix them. I like them.
So at you started out mixing? Mixing?
I started out mixing like
in
13,
studios.
14, yeah. In big studios, in some big studios. I don't even know, I can't even tell you.
So that's the first thing you start doing in music? Mixing?
First thing, before I even pick up a record, before me even know nothing about selecting, 'cause I started selecting by accident. But that's the first thing I did was mixing. I was mixing, like basically my father sang them. And then friend them and little sang them around there. So, and then when I went one day, I was, after mixing with these niggas for a whole summer, I went back to Canarsie. I was mixing in Flatbush with my pops, and then I went back to Canarsie. And when I was in Canarsie now, after summer's done, and my homies is there, and they're like, "Yo, you want to join a sound?" Me, I'm gonna be real, 110 at that time. Me sound, I don't know what a sound was. I didn't even know what he said. He was like, "You want to join the sound?" I'm like, "Join the sound? Yeah." But real talk, I'm thinking it's like a gang, like a squad, like that's everybody's ganged up.
Yeah.
Them time that Crips and Bloods and Latin Kings and everybody's outside. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my squad. Yeah, sound. But what happened was none of these niggas could keep the music in their crib. So my house, the music they have to come. So when they brought the music to my crib, guess who going when they go home? Guess who going? Me. I'm gonna play all the music there. And then my father already had records. Cause he just had records. He just collect records. So I had every studio one, every Dennis Brown, every tune, just all the oldest just dead. They were just there. And them not using them. Them just dead. And then I had like my 45s where we go buy, we save money, we build a coffin, and I'm just there, and I just practice.
Were there sounds in New York that were playing? Like, who were you looking up to at that time?
At the time, there was a sound around the block for me. I don't remember the name exactly, but I remember the selector. His name was Snaggerpuss. The selector, and there was another DJ. It was a different sound, but his name was Red. I think his name was Reds, if I'm correct. The DJ, he was the one who let me know that, like, when you mixing, bro, like, I'm watching him play and I'm listening to how he DJ compared to other DJs. When you mixing, timing, cleansiness, blending, like, he's the one that actually, when I started DJing, I seen like, yo, that's how I want my shit to sound. Like, I want my shit to sound like one move, like everything is one, and you just still vibing. And I was like, all right, him. And then the MC I saw was Snaggerpuss, but at the time, I wasn't even trying to MC, but I just loved the way he MC. And being in New York, you already know, I'm hearing everybody cast. I'm hearing Addies, 4x4, Exodus, Liberal Love. I'm hearing all the cassette them. Madonna listen to cassette them. My father, I play the cassette them. Everywhere you go, you hear a sound whole day. So I already know what sound is by the time I'm doing this, but I'm not in the person who say like, all right, man, I got to chat no mic. I'm not chat no song. I'm not chatting. I'm from Brooklyn, and them time my accent wasn't even like how it is now. I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn. And I ain't even go around them time for real. It was Matterhorn. Like I don't even know if Matterhorn even remember. Like, and Babyface, when I met Matterhorn in New York on, I want to say, it was on the street name, Nostrand. I was on Nostrand, and I was around by Rutland and Midwood. They had a garage there. I don't know if it was Babyface garage or Hoofer garage, but that's where the sound was at. And I went there one day, and Babyface was playing, and I played a couple of tunes. He's like, yo, you're bad, Ray. And we left it there. So my first official dance that I played as a selector, as of now official, like I'm a dancer, selector, I'm outside. My first official dance was in the Q Club in Queens, and I played alongside, it was Sky Juice was there, Matterhorn, and I believe it was Twitch. No, it was Jagabi. It was Afrique song, but it was Jagabi. Twitch
What year
never
was
forward
that?
the
What
night.
year was that?
Shit, that was 97, 96, 96. That was 96.
Man.
That's 96. That was cute. No, I lied, man. I tell you, that was
Q12?
95. 96 was right the year when I kicked. I was the 96. That was 95. That was
You was
95.
like about 25 then?
Nah. I was a youth. At that time, I was only 95. I was 14 going on 15.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. When I went to the queue, them almost never let me in. The only reason why I got in, and the thing was, let me tell you the thing. Let me tell you, this is how I know the sound thing. I was gonna do it because I didn't get the booking. I'm a dog. Get the booking. I have the equipment. I'm linking niggas. Yo, we got this booking. Let's go. Like we official now. Let's go. Every man.
Not sure.
We're not going. We're not going. What you mean?
It's scared to be outside.
No, man, we have to go outside, but we here, like, we gotta do this. The
we
man
here
said, no,
now.
we're not go. Someone said, all right, I allowed it. So when we allow it now, the man them said, I said, you know what? I'ma go. This is in Queens. Remember, I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's in Queens.
Queens.
I ain't got no whip. I'm 14 years old. My pops is not about to say, yo, Red.
Let's go.
So I did what any other nigga would do. Told my moms, look, I'm going up the block to my homie crib. I'm a sleep over, whatever the case is. And then what I did was I went down the block. I put all my shit in a cart. I went down the block and I hailed a cab. Remember, I said, this is before Uber and Lyft and shit for y'all young motherfuckers. We ain't had no Uber and Lyft. I ain't had no cell phone, none of that. That shit wasn't. It wasn't there. It just wasn't. It wasn't invented. It wasn't there. It wasn't there, bro. So I went. I yelled a cab. When I told this nigga I'm going to Queens, the Q Club, he looked at me like,
You got that money?
nah. He looked at me like, nigga, you's a youth. Like, where you going? I'm just telling him like, look, you see these records? I got a DJ. Like, he looked at me like, seriously? Like, I'm like, yeah. He went. Took me there. I got there like mad early too. I got there mad early. I got there like, I want to say I got there like almost 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. The dance will start. And they was real Jamaicans. Nobody that reached that dance until about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I was juggling. I had 4 record crates at the time, bro. 4 record crates and a 45 crate. I didn't have enough music for it, bro, but I don't know how I did it, bro. I juggled from 10 to about 1:30, and then I believe the early warm DJ that was there the whole time finally got tired and finally noticed, like, oh, people are rolling, like, there's more and more people. Like, the play, like, at 1 o'clock, like, around 12:45, 1, it was, like, empty-ish. But then, like, 1:05, like a rush came in, like, boom. So I'm playing, and they going and they holding it. But the man Noah said, look, bro, it's a youth up there. It's a youth. I'm a youth up there, bro. Like, you can't go around it. It's a youth up there. Me not talk. I say, me just a spin and a record. Me just a spin record, you know. Me not talk. So they was like, all right. The brother come and start MC a little bit, then him take over. And I don't know. Sky Juice look at me. I was like, yo, youth. Go on, Ray, do your thing, Ray. Go home, cuss out everybody. Cuss out everybody, bro. Because the thing about it, remember, say, even though I'm playing music, and I'm going to now my brain, you know, I'm a real, like I keep telling you, I'm from Brooklyn, and I grow up as Brooklyn as they get. I'm going to Queens by myself from Brooklyn with my records to make bread around Jamaicans, and I'm young, and none of y'all came with me. I was vexed. Everybody go sort themselves. When I chat to no man. When I want to say no man, I just start playing music by myself, bro.
You used to play Black Chiney songs?
All right, when I played Black Chiney, after I came here, when I came to Florida, I started a song. I was playing a
What
song.
brought you to Florida in the first place?
Badness.
Huh?
Badness. I was born with the projects across. There's 2 projects that's around where I live. There's Brookline, and there's Bayview Projects or Seaview Projects, however you want to call it. And we lived in the middle. And we was warring with these dudes in Bayview Projects, and the war was going on for about 2 weeks, and my moms couldn't take no more. And she's like, yo, go visit your pops. I'm here. One day, I'm like, it's the week before, it's the week before Labor Day. And I'm telling my pops, I got to get back, because in New York, Juve night, anybody know Brooklyn, that's the get back night. I ain't get to get them the whole summer, but tonight, it's popping, it's up, everything dead. We don't care where you're dead, we don't care where you it's up. So I got to get back before that time, But he looking at me like, nah, go back where school is Monday. Remember, out here they start school like a week or two before, especially them time. They start before. I'm like, huh? School Monday? Yeah. It's school Monday, and they send me to South, son. Anybody can tell you. Zeke can tell you. Scientists can tell you. Anybody, when I went to South for that first 2 years, bro, I chat to nobody. I stand in front of the school like a statue and bun me spliff, bro. I don't chat to nobody. No man, no girl.
That's where you meet. That's where you meet the reggae pop team.
Yeah, that's why I met Scientists and Zeke. Then we met them in a South, cause they was the only Jamaican New York type people that was there in the school, like. And they already had a little name from middle school, and they was building up their thing. But then none of them wasn't playing sound yet. I came up here, I was playing sound. So now that helped me a little bit, because I came and DJ'd at the school. We had I forgot what kind of little that dance we had at the school. And I ended up DJing at the school, and from this on on, everybody basically recognized Ray. We build. I was playing at the little clubs them out here. With Hans, them was doing Crystal, Club Soda.
Oh, you was a part of that?
Yeah, fashion. When Fashion High Power started, like when they was doing that, like at that time, that's when I got on the radio with Hans. Them with Fashion High Power, we was doing 92.5.
That was the start of the radio.
Start time radio. That's
what was them times?
Them time about 16, 17.
Start time radio.
Yeah, Start time radio. That's where Start Time Kid get his name from, because he was on every night at 8 o'clock faithfully. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. But it was Hans' radio station. It was Hans and Miss Mullins and the whole Mullins family radio station. And we was there, and I was there for years. We did that, and then I went on to big station. And Ray did my thing, made my little name out here. And then how the Black Chiney thing happened was, them time I'm playing in the Uptown World. I was playing with them time. I was doing stages and all that before I was even on Black Chiney or anything. We were doing stages. For Absolute, them for Jamie and Gary, them we were doing stages and all that shit. When it was out in the ranch by the women's jail house. When this is when these are the original outside party before Panda ends and them thing and all of that. This was when they was doing Mask and Bubbles and all these parties. I was already DJing. This is when Bambino just came here. There was these were the people. There was Bambino, Peter T. Richie D.
Around the place sometime there.
Uptown. Because in the Garrison, how it was set was you had young songs. You had like Weave, Star Force. You had Ultra Tech. You had Ruckus. You had some little songs. You had little sounds in the Garrison. There wasn't no big song. And when the big song them come, it was like you get the matter on them and the Ray. But as big song go, you have. I'm not even going to forget. You can't forget Owe Hype. Owe Hype was the general. The Owe Hype was the MC general. No man can go around that. Anybody go around that, them mad. General, Owe Hype. And then you had Gary Sweetness, them where you had Sweetness song with Marvin Chin and Gary Sweetness. And then you have them they was doing their thing. Them sound they are go on. Mega Flex did I go on. Them time that like even Nasheen and everybody else, we were still on the rise. We never at yet. We're still the whole of we are built with name. Yeah. We're acting our town, but we're never at yet. Everybody are building name. From Smokey, everybody are build. Everybody are build. All them time, and I want to be honest, them time that who we know as the audio boy I know from Vibes, Rob Roy, them time they him at. Them time they him at. You can't chat to Rob Roy. Any sound come around that dead. Rob Roy at. Ask anybody, Rob Roy.
Rob Roy one.
Rob Roy was the artist because MC out there. It was if it was a Rob Roy, it was Owe Hype as MC out there. Cause you're dead if you come around Rob Roy killing his sound. And that was then. But then as time changed, they started fire starters with Nasheen Fire, Juxi Fire, the whole of the Fire youth them, and then
you toured Black Chiney? Did you go and tour them?
Alright, with Black Chiney, let me tell you how Black Chiney go now. With Black Chiney, when I was playing sound out the Uptown World, I met Bobby Chin. When I was playing sound, doing the stages and the thing them, I met Bobby Chin, and me and Bobby Chin ended up opening a CD store. It was a CD store we had on University on Sunrise. We were duplicating CDs and selling mixed CDs and DVDs and all that kind of thing.
This is before you don't get the bus.
Yeah, this is before. Them time he was playing Poison Dart. Song. Bobby Chin and Super Dupes. They were playing Poison Dart song. And when they were playing the song, at that time I looked like when they moved down here, they was breaking from the sound now. I don't know exactly what was going on, but they started a song called Ping and Pong, and it was at Stages. And this is what happened now.
What do you mean they moved down here? They wasn't
From
down here?
Orlando.
They was up in Tampa with Poison Dart and
no.
thing and back and forth. Like, them family down there and them a move up and down. Cause remember, Poison Dart was a song, a tour. So they never really there. They was here, but them back and forth. And the base for the song was up in Tampa, Kirkisy and Redman, them up in Tampa. So they was up there more of the time, cause that's where the sound was at. Like, so when they basically after that now them they are whatever they basically was here basically, but nobody don't know them. They was on Black Tie, but everybody know Bobby, because if you come from them side, them know Bobby Chin from 4x4 and some other sound with Earthquake in the play, not 4x4, Earthquake in the play, and them know him. They know Bobby Chin, like the sound world, them know him. So, and then he was playing Poison Dart, which was the biggest sound them time there where I killed sound.
Yeah.
So in the place now, them going to Ping and Pong. They did a stages. We did a stages where that night, I guess Bobby Chin and Dupes decided they want to kill Bambino. This is a big stages now. This is the stages, the last stages I believe that was at where they have the Hard Rock now. It used to be an alligator museum type thing. It was a native village.
Yeah, native
village. Where you used a party and alligator all kind of thing all kind of animals around, you know.
Locked in the cages though.
Locked them in the cages, but everywhere you look you see animal and it's just a party. So anyway, they killed Bambino. They did a Disney World dub plate type thing and they killed Bambino the night. So that night there was Sean Paul and Spragga Benz did perform. And after they performed now, I don't want to be wrong, so I don't even want to say who. I'm not even say who. But somebody gave them the name Black Chiney that night there, or around them time there. Because they was Ping and Pong that night. They came on the dance on the flyer, said Ping and Pong. Everything was Ping and Pong that night. But sometime in the dance, them get the name Black Chiney now. When we in the studio now, no, I lied me I tell. That's not what happened. They came in as Ping and Pong with Dupes. Already did the CD for Black Chiney. He already did volume 1 already. And the CD did go on good. And he did it as at the time they only had you had Fantasy, you had Black Chiney, and you had Reggaelution. Reggaelution. Fantasy. And then they used to come out near Fussy where they do some little CD. And then Renegade came after thing there, and that's how even Champion Squad, they came with Renegade and Black Chiney after they seen what Black Chiney did. Basically, Black Chiney started it. And then when we started that now, me and Bobby now, and his brother Peter Lee now, looked at each other and was like, yo, the Black Chiney CD, they might go on. They think he reached volume 2. They might go on. So what Bobby decided was, we are going to make something for kill Black Chiney, and that's when we did Chinese Assassin.
Black Chiney, yes, he did kill.
And we did Chinese Assassin, which was the same thing like Black Chiney, but it was like a Garrison version of it. It was like, yo, we gotta do everything the Garrison way. We gotta do it like a little Batman thing.
Black Chiney was Chinese Assassin?
We was the same thing, but people didn't know that. People didn't compete. It's Peter Lee, which is Bobby brother, and then it was me. If you listen to the dub plays at the end of the thing, you hear my name and Peter Lee name calling out the dub plays. If you listen to the CD, you hear my name and Peter Lee calling. But we just did it to kill. It was an idea to kill the CD. Like, all right, that CD I chopped, so we have to be that Chinese Assassin.
Man.
That's where he came with it. All right, boom. We did that, boom. It go on a little bit. The sound started pick up. But Bobby now had an idea. Because remember, Black Chinese still not a sound yet. It was still just Ping and Pong. So what Bobby did was one day he got a couple of the remixes from Dupes, and we went to the dub lab and then cut them. Dupes didn't know he was cutting these CDs. Dupes did not know he was cutting these dubs. We got some dates like in, I think like Fort Pierce and Fort Myers, some little country places in Florida, and we're gonna slap them wet. We did about at least a good 3-4 months. Slap them wet. Dupes get a call one day like, yo, I want you to forward around us again, you know, cause last time when I forward the people in my dead phone again, you know, wait, yo, Bobby them come mash it up there, Bobby want you forward. I didn't say, forward, sound. Me not a sound, wait, boom, bam, bam, and he was like, yo, what you mean you got a sound? So Bobby, he came and linked us at the shop and I was like, and yo, we could see it in his face, yo, the man vexed, bro. He came to the shop and was like, yo, dog, the man in my semi have sound out the road and I don't have a sound, bro. Like, them say, when I play a party and Ray, and I play the remix them on the Ray. At the time, me never really looked at it like it was something bad because it's Bobby doing it. Remember say Bobby and Dopes are rolling up. Remember say them are two better than to me, you know, them I roll. So what me I roll, I'm just selecting songs. Bobby and MC me.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just a DJ, bro, but hey, we build the sound build now, but now Bobby's getting calls from Cayman, Belize, Bermuda. He's getting calls now like, yo, the sound, we want the sound, because the CD is beating out there because Neatly, remember, said people, them time people bootlegging the CDs and selling them everywhere. And Neatly,
that helps.
yeah, it helped. It helped a lot. And on the low, we were sending a lot of CDs to a lot of islands, more than in the country. Yeah, in the country, we sell a lot more than the islands in the country. So it worked, and that was Bobby's plan because Dupes never really cared about the distribution. He just did it for the art, and he sell it around and friend them and what it do. Because remember CD at them time, it wasn't. You couldn't go viral. No internet was there. It was just a CD, nigga. So it was just like boom. So when it did, as you would say, go viral and bust, Bobby was like, look, we got to do this. So he talked to Dupes and said, Dupes, it's a sound now, bro. We got to build a sound, bro. Like people in my car feed, bro. Like we have to do it. So Dupes said, all right, it only makes sense. They did their thing. Boom, build a sound. My first date I did was in Bermuda. The first, and that's my first time playing out of country too, was Bermuda. We did Bermuda, and a couple more dates to a Black Chiney. Now how me end up come off a Black Chiney and then after to a Black Chiney, then Chip Lee joined. Me and Chip Lee do road. When Chip Lee joined and me and Chip Lee do road, he had his brother manager. Them time there, they was charging a certain price for the date them. We was getting basically like a salary. No matter what the date was, we was getting like an 8 bills. That's it. Then could I get $1 million? Me as a selector up on the sound? 8 bills. So they could even pay me the $1 million and say, here, $1 million for this song. You see when me go back? 8 bills.
I take the 8 bills.
I just take 8 bills. No matter where it go, 8 bills me get. So that's what me know. We do a couple dates now. One of the promoters must have linked Dupes personally. I was like, yo, we want to follow around that sub again, but the price the last time, boy, it's sticky, you know. So he must have get about 2-3 of them calling. Yeah. Must have get about 2-3 of them calling. It's like, yo, call a meeting like, yo, when y'all niggas going on dates, y'all niggas getting extra bread? And Ray, and we're like, no, we're not. I'm like, bro, we're not getting no extra money, you know. Right? That's somebody in that shop, yeah? I get the regular Ray. He's like, no. He's like, yo, can't believe when I do this to me and Ray. So at that time, we just build.
That's what ended the Black Chiney with?
Nah, not yet. But build. I just build. I was like, you know what? Dupes now make it feel like, I try to take the money from you and Ray, so I just build. So what they did was they started giving me like some of the off dates. Some of the dates that they would see not as big. So I was getting like some little Bahamas dates and some little. But like if I go Bahamas now, I'm going to Bimini. I'm not going to Freeport no more. When I was going to Freeport before, I go Freeport, I go Nassau, but now I'm going to Bimini, which is like an island now. And I get like another Bermuda date, and I get like the small date. I mean, now I get the Tokyo them, I mean, now I get the Japan them, I mean, now I get the big date them now. So when I see that go on now, I forward back to Fort Lauderdale now, and when I did in Fort Lauderdale, I went back to what I know. I went to the radio. I went to the radio, I do my thing, the radio bus in the garrison. You know, remember, saying we didn't really have garrison followers, but I'm in the garrison. So the radio bus in the garrison. Me, Nicky Blocks, Nasheen them one at a time. Because Nasheen had a hot show one at a time. It was me, Nicky Blocks, Nasheen, and then Gaddafi them in the morning. And that was, you couldn't take it. If you listen to the radio straight, you're not come off of the radio. You're not come off of the radio, bro. You're just not coming off the radio. Radio hot. One at a time that all right, like a lot of the older people them that were semi rule, like when you see like Nicky Blocks them, and you see like, all right, when I say older people, like you see like in a freeway Dancehall, you have Donna Flex them and even Sexy Reds them. Like them know me as Jerry Springer. Because my show at 3 o'clock, mix up. Straight mix up. So when them see me, it's a different, they don't see the regular, like the girl boss or the Junior Taxi and the producer. Them see Jerry Springer. They see Jerry Springer from the radio with Squeaky them call and Ray and You know, the mix up there. There's a mix up.
Let's talk about producer. You produce every artist in a South Florida, no? Every single artist. 95% of them you work with, no?
Probably. From rappers to singers to...
Yeah, I got a couple.
At least, let me say, at least, you know them starting.
Oh hell yeah, he do, bro. I got some big records with him.
Nah,
you can bad mind all you want, nigga. Yo, I know who I am, nigga.
Normally I would agree with you on burnout soup, you know. Normally I would agree with you on burnout soup, you know. But I have to take I have to take the credit. I have to take the credit for one of his last single, not features. Yeah, not features. His last single, biggest hits.
Before the big jam. Before the big song.
No, not before big, because you see him I wear the big chain for him. You see the chain that say B.I.G. He ain't got no reason to wear that. The only reason he wearing that because of the hit I gave him, which is B.I.G.
That's a fact.
That's
why I wear this right here.
It represent one of them song them. He's not, look at he's a motherfucking Yankee youth. He's not big nowhere, bro. Yeah. Why would he have a big chain on? He's not notorious. So it doesn't know. But that's
famous them time.
Yeah. No, Taxi made that record. I was grinding them times.
Yeah, them time everybody, Papa, Zeke, everybody we was trying, bro. Everybody I tried.
But Taxi always had them beats, bro. Like
everybody I tried.
Them beats before we met any other producers. Taxi.
And I want to tell this
Soup. Let me ask you, Soup. I think Taxi are one of the top producers.
Yeah. Ask anybody. Ask Muck. Ask anybody. When I talk about producers, I never leave Junior Taxi name out of it.
But let me tell you what it is now. You see with the music now.
Now you start the Taxi now voice again.
I don't want to be voiced.
I don't want to mix up so that.
You press pause.
That's the producer, people. You
press pause over there or something. Do something with the cameras.
Alright, you see with that now. You see with the producing thing now. How that happened? What you see what happened with the producing now? That's another weird thing too, cause like even with producing, I kind of started out actually. I was first doing remixes, cause like I was playing Black Chiney and Ray Ray. We were first doing remixes. What people don't know is a lot of people don't know. Like me and Willie Chin helped Khaled a lot for his Fully Loaded, cause at the time, I don't want to be wrong, but I think I'm correct, cause this was mad years ago. I don't remember if him and Dupes wasn't talking that time or Dupes was busy, but Dupes couldn't do the remixes the night. And then end up go Assault West, one of Willie Chin yard. And then we got a lot of the Budgers and a lot of them done that night when he went to Fully Loaded and go kick where Fully Loaded. So when he came back to Florida and shit, kept his party at my temple. This is the last time me get to even party with him. I even see him when he kept a party at my high temple. Fat Joe, everybody up on the stage. You know, I remember being on the stage, bro, and with up on the stage and everybody did it. One time the whole of we have friend, you know. And we was on stage and it's me and Bobby Chin. It's like me, like it's like I want to tell you, it's like me, Fabulous, Bobby Chin, Khaled, and then like I forget who was standing over there. Like I want to say like, just say like Busta Rhymes standing over there. So, and a Fat Joe coming out and Khaled goes like this. I take him on and just hold the dog, but he didn't do it on no disrespect. So don't feel like it wasn't like a disrespectful. But he was trying to make way for the dog to come perform. But at the same time, it was like,
yo, the fuck.
Man, I push it. That man there.
Yeah.
Push that dog. Yeah. But it wasn't like all purpose, and it was in the moment. So I can't say like he was like. But who else was he gonna push? He's not gonna push Fab out the way. He's not gonna push Bus out the way. He's not gonna push none of the dog them out of the way. Who else will move? All right, look at Jamaica and you better move out of the blood clot way, man. You see Fat Joe come on the stage, brother. So that night I kind of fell away, and then even me and Bobby Chin we left that night. We left that night because we kind of fell a little away about how they go on.
Yeah.
Then they fell out for a little bit. Later on, after Dupes bust, him and Dupes patch up and everybody back friends. I don't know what the hell happened there because I wasn't part of that shit, but that's how that went. But so after I left Black Chiney, when they talking about the money and the thing, and they started giving me the little dates, I came and I started playing the little dates out here, and I still getting my Uptown dates because I'm playing on the radio in the Garrison. I'm not getting no Garrison dates unless it's.
But you getting booked in the.
Still getting booked Uptown. Uptown is a straight Uptown booking, and then I slowly started getting my Garrison bookings. But I want to say like 2003, 4.
Yeah.
I started getting Garrison bookings about 2004, 2005, like right before my son born. So when I'm doing these little bookings now, I'm just trying. But when the bookings I am getting, it's Zeke, Ray. So every time I get a bookings, Zeke them up on the same dance. Everywhere I go, Zeke them up on the same dance. Like every booking we get is the same thing. But them time what happened was Dancehall they come out. Let me show you this now. You see when Dancehall come out now, I get booking and Zeke them I get the bookings again. So the two way I get back, I get the same bookings now, same bookings now. What people did was they put us in the dancing category. So now every dance, whatever dance on it, whatever dance off, dancing flyer, they're gonna call me and they're gonna call Ankore. They calling the two away. So it's like you're getting one sound again now. Because now what happened is, and a lot of people don't know, I made to teach Zeke for mix before even I talk. I mean, Zeke wasn't talking first. He was a mixer. I taught Zeke to mix, but Zeke.
Who that talk?
You want to know who was talking? Colonel.
Who?
Optical.
Oh,
Clive did I talk. Okay. The one was Stammer. The one was Stammer. Him did I chat the sound. Him and Lashawn did I chat the sound the time. Zeke was the selector. But and then scientists never really did a chat so much, or him just did that selector. But I taught Zeke them, and then Zeke taught scientists. And then scientists pick it up, and then Zeke pick up the MC. Because with Zeke now, his voice, as you can see, powerful, little youth. They have to put him on crate. All them little something there. I'm like, yo, brother, when you see a little youth, you have to go get a crate for the brother come stand up and see who's talking. It was just a movement. It was just a thing. The people them just love it. Them go on and do them thing. They was playing Star Force after them. Because they was playing Ankore first. Ankore was the song first with an E. It was Ankore with an E first. And then them come off of Ankore and then it went to Star Force with Keithos. And that's when Kirky them deb out and do that run there. You see, when they do the Star Force run now, that's when I wasn't around. That's before me reached now. That's when I was doing the Uptown Dance.
Yo, what about Facey Dubs, yo?
That's when he went for the Star Force run. So that's when we reach back now and we start getting the Garrison date them now. That's when I'm getting the 19th Street date them now. I'm getting the streets on the dates on night when I'm doing Ghetto Splash on them days now. Remember Ghetto Splash was the hottest Thursday. You couldn't go around it. That's when Uno, Pizzle and them Palm Beach friend them used to come out. I Ghetto Splash and shoot it up every Thursday. Cause them lose dancing war.
What?
I be a dancing war.
What did I say? They never believed me.
I be a dancing war used to go on. A dancing war.
He was not allowed round here. I told y'all that. Y'all don't believe me.
Shoot up them come and shoot up 19th Street every week, brother.
And again,
every week.
the truth comes out.
Every week, Pistol and them friend.
I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Y'all know, or don't know me.
The whole part, you see when Palm Beach used to come to Lauderdale, we already know. Gunshot a beat. It's not, and don't get me wrong, it's not them always a shoot after people, you know. They just like to bust the shot in the air, make them know, say, Palm Beach was here. Pussy, don't ramp it away. Bye, and them shoot every time we see them in our dance, and them go jiggy. We just know, say, at the end of the night, if one little scuffle not go on, gunshot a beat outside.
But Fort Lauderdale men always answer back, you see me? Bye!
What he said.
Dancehall hot seat people in there, you understand? So Junior Taxi, you play Ankore sound now.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting into. Like, so during that time, though, we start noticing I get the whole of the CMD at them. I still was being Junior Taxi. I went to Orlando, Junior Taxi. But I came back, same thing again, bro. CMD at them everywhere. I go to CMD at them everywhere I go. And then we start do the Broke It Down. The first set of Broke It Down I went on, like probably like the first 2 months, I went on Broke It Down as Junior Taxi. I was Broke It Down as Junior Taxi, but I'm MCing, then scientists I play. It's one link. The one link, bro. Like it's one link. So after a while, it's like it don't even make no sense, bro.
Might as well play it in the
Might as well play the song.
Yeah.
Join the song. Been on the song ever since. Then the producing pick up now, cause me and Dapper started doing a little more producing now.
Yo, big up Dapper Dat.
Yeah, so when me and Dapper start doing more producing, we start getting a little more work. So a lot more people getting little rappers here and there.
I heard that Dapper took back the chain from Soup.
Which chain?
Right.
The reggae pop chain.
Man,
Reggae pop chain?
let me tell you about that reggae pop chain there. Nobody ain't get that reggae pop chain back from Soup. He probably lost a couple times, but he probably
Soup
still
got
have
that chain right
still
now.
got that
to this
chain.
day. I got all my
that
chains.
Chain The way reggae pop go on over there, eat that
Yo.
stupid ass shit. Yo, me eat that chain,
I
bro.
still got the chain. Everybody got duffel bag boy chains. Remember that? Y'all forgot? Everybody got
Me
the
never
duffel
get the
bag.
duffel bag boy
You got
chain.
a duffel bag.
I did
Everybody
not get a duffel
everybody
bag
got a
chain,
duffel
bro.
bag, alright?
I did not get a duffel bag
You got a
chain.
duffel bag chain.
I did not get a
Yo,
duffel bag
Taxi,
chain.
you was like my main producer, bro. We hung out
I
every
did
day,
not
bro.
get a duffel bag chain. You see, let me tell you something. You see when the chain them did I go on? Tell you about my friend them. Tell you about my friend them. See when the chain them and the hot team them I go on? In a real life, dancehall hot seat, me never get none. Me never get none. Let me tell you what go on. When we build the studio, me don't know what go on. Me never get none. Everything go on, but me don't know nothing what go on. Me never get none. Them wanna get big chain, big money around. Super's rich then. He's not as rich as he was then. Then Super's rich. Them times.
Because I remember that.
Them times.
Reggae pop chain.
Yeah, the RPR. Let me tell you how rich Super so rich. It was like platinum one time. He said, you know what? The platinum, and I like the way it looking up. I go real school. And then just change the chain color upon me one day. We just see the chain color. One time the chain have one link. The next time we see it have two links. All right. Everybody I look for the chain and everybody want one. But we never get none. And I never got a duffel chain. Me never get them time that me never get nothing. Because alright, let me show you a thing now. And the reason why, and I know the reason, I was always junior taxi and I always stay to my zone. You know me roll. Me not go out unless me at work. You not see me at your party unless me at work. I'm not just gonna come to your party. You could have been my dog till up at Earth strong, my brother. You get up at Earth strong, me not have to come at your dance. That's how me the roll. So that's why me never get no chain. Them only see me with them when I time for work. So
That's a quick five.
quick five as what? What you
I'll
want?
ask you a quick five question.
Yeah man, go ahead.
Number one, how the selector in South Florida
Now,
right now?
people say or me say.
Your opinion. How the selector in South Florida right now?
In South Florida, with that officer toxic.
The hottest producer. Who is it? Sir
So
Toxic?
toxic.
Toxic.
Okay.
Sir Toxic?
Yeah,
okay.
well, I would have to say him. I would have to say him.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
now,
give him
today's date,
man, give him
right
that.
now.
All right. Your hottest producer in South Florida right now.
Hottest producer in South.
More
you gotta be.
dancehall
You gotta.
affiliate?
It have to be. That's what I was about to say. They have to be dancehall.
Yeah, dancehall, straight dancehall.
Affiliated, yeah.
That straight dancehall
Yeah,
in South Florida.
yeah.
Damn, I don't know. I would. The only person I could have really said, and nobody do straight dancehall, son.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody do straight dancehall. So
But of all the producers that are producing dancehall, whether they produce other kind of music,
everyone say I don't know. He ain't got no dancehall track lately, but oh yes he do. Izzy.
Yeah.
Izzy.
You give to Izzy then.
Huh?
You give to Izzy. So that's three.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, son.
He did it.
Izzy is my only
He did it.
mental competition in a producing.
For real?
Izzy.
Is your only competition right now?
In my brain,
Yeah.
That's how I
mentally,
number them too.
mentally is my only competition because you see, Izzy is exactly what we are, but he's an uptown version.
Okay.
So, but the thing about it is, he wants it. It's not that he wants to be. Him have style where he knows that the garrison works, but at the same time, it's not really him. So when he hears our sound, is a little muddier to him, but he likes our sound. But me like theme song, guy clean. I feel like our sound's a little dark, but his sound's a little brighter, a little cleaner. But I just like the way he composes his music and the way he make music. I just like the way he make music compared to a lot of things. That's weird. That's
So
like
we
two.
got Sir
That's two.
yeah,
Toxic.
that number.
That
was
was
Sir
the
Toxic.
second one. That was the second one.
For the Adams, for the selector. So okay,
Producers,
producers Izzy. So number
Yeah.
three now. Your favorite artist, best artist, your favorite artist in South Florida.
Well, that's
Just
a
answer
biased
the-
question.
Your
son.
favorite artist in South Florida.
That's a biased.
Your favorite artist in South Florida.
That's a biased question,
Answer the
son.
question. Your favorite artist in South
Answer
Florida.
the question, because we know it's not soup.
Yo, you was a bag of shit.
Yo, your favorite artist in South Florida. That's three. Come on, bro.
It's not a hard question,
better
but it's
go ahead,
it's
answer the
biased.
question.
It's Zeke.
Okay,
Zeke
Zeke is your favorite artist in South Florida?
in South Florida.
Okay.
Are we talking South Florida?
Yeah,
artists?
yeah.
He's not the
that's
favorite
three.
artist.
Yeah.
That's
That's three.
number four.
Hey, let me give
Okay.
a shout out to Sunny Days. All right.
Okay, next.
My favorite artist.
Okay, next. Your best promoter in South Florida. Best promoter for you in South Florida.
Best promoter.
Yeah. Your number one promoter in South Florida. promoter.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
In Florida?
Right now.
I'm going to have to say Hans.
All right, so that's 4. Hans.
The reason why I say Hans, and it's not that he don't keep a lot of parties, but the quality, and he's always winning right now. Hans owns all his shit, bro. Hans don't pay for liquor. Hans don't pay for stage. Hans don't pay for nothing but sound and security, bro. He probably owned them motherfuckers too. Remember, say Hans, he built his thing from ground zero. I watched Hans build from going to Crystals every Friday, playing sound with him and him brother, Fashion Eye Power, and then I remember when he started BRT and them I fight him. I remember when he started keeping parties plus and them I fight him, them call police upon him, I watch them fight him. Uptown never want to see him.
Say Hans.
Hans.
All right. You know your last.
BRT is everywhere, bro. BRT was just his OG.
Yeah, big up Hans. BRT. Sell out the whole place.
Yeah,
you know your last question and I have to be one question where I have to be looking. You understand?
Huh?
Sir Toxic or Danger Kid, which one of them bother?
As far as
selecting.
To me, they're different, to be honest. Because Sir Toxic has more style than Danger Kid, but Danger Kid is a better mixer. If you get what I'm saying. Like, Danger Kid will give you a bad mix right off in freestyle, right off in a party. But if not have no talk and a style, like Toxic, I go walk out with the blood clot bad mix though. Toxic, I go walk out. So if it's dancehall, you're the opposite Toxic. Dancehall is entertainment. So Toxic would be my choice between Toxic and Danger.
Where them can find up on Instagram?
Instagram, JuniorToxic_girlboss. They took away my good TikTok. I don't want to talk about TikTok again, but it's JuniorToxic_girlboss, same way.
Another question. Do you want to hear Digo's hip-hop album?
Definitely want to hear Digo's hip-hop album.
I got it.
If make Toxic hear that hip-hop album, then there will be no more Auntie.
People,
No, we have to hear that, though, Digo. How you treat the people themselves?
No more Auntie.
We can remix the album and produce it again, brother.
Toxic, you're more rhythm a drop a road right now.
We have a whole heap of things like
Whole heap of things that drop.
What's coming up for Taxi?
Yeah.
Whole heap of things. I want to say neatly last night. We watched a decent little tall-up. We might just go on.
Yeah,
we have a tall-up.
have a tall-up right now, fish about?
Yeah, we have a little tall-up. We look like we might go and do a little.
You have more artists you work with?
We have a whole heap of little. Damn, we have shit. We have shit. You're looking son. We have a little thing I go on.
Oh, yeah, son.
5-star Steven.
He way better than Soup.
No. Real talk, Soup. He is better than you, but that's not what we're saying. I feel because me the one of the real youth them in the producer world. I feel right now, Soup. If you help the dog pet out some more and thing there.
Yo, how am I supposed to help him if he's better than me?
No, cause he just sounds
exactly.
He sounds better than you.
All my kids, all my rap kids out there. I love all my rap kids.
He doesn't have a
You feel me? All you little scudlings out there, I love you all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People, Junior Toxic,
Only
you know the thing go.
You know
We had him there all our vibes. I quick 45 minutes. I don't know it go. I don't know
I don't know how I got here.
I listen to the rhythm, then him have something a drop.
Yeah, we have only thing a drop. We have a Jippy too. We have 2 Jippy around there, and we have a feature where him forget about still, but we have the feature around there too. Yeah, remember
What's that feature?
Brother. You know, so you need for there when you're so scared.
It mix up though.
But I got the Zeke and Egyptian feature.
Zeke and Egyptian?
Yeah, I got the
For
Zeke
real?
and Egyptian. And then I have the regular Egyptian. And I don't know if even remember
I heard
to
that some lame ass rapper got a feature with Egyptian.
Probably did.
I got my Egyptian 12 years ago.
Yo, people,
Someone just like Egyptian.
We don't get Egyptian. I'm out of here. Tonight, we're out of here.
Yeah,
Digo, guess what? Put that one up on YouTube.
I don't know, overreach that stuff. We're supposed to be at the club, son.
These niggas, bruh.